Hi everyone, today I'll be going over my 12 sources of income and how much they make per month. I feel everyone should be aiming for multiple sources of income in case a global recession hits and you suddenly find yourself without a job or the government prints billions of dollars, causing massive inflation, and your current job only gave you a 3% cost of living raise. I've made this list by most profitable to least profitable monthly income. I think this video is important because I'll show you how much these sources have dropped over the past few months or in the past year. It's been the first year where my income sources have decreased. I've actually been pretty lucky where I've made more money each additional year, but 2022 was the first to break that chain. Before I get started, if you're a beginner or new to Canadian finance, I've created a course for you called Canadian Finance Pro. It's 8 hours long, almost 60 videos where I discuss budgeting, credit, inflation, managing debt, where to invest, and how to invest for beginners. For the next few weeks, I'm offering 30% off. You can use the link I've provided. First source of income, my full-time job, accounting. I'm obviously not going to go into how much I make per month because my colleagues watched this video and it's not really relevant for the purposes of this video. The important part is the side income, the side hustles, everything after this one. Second source of income, options trading income. I've been trading options part-time for 10 years, but I switched my entire portfolio to options in 2020. I'm currently averaging $9,200 per month or $110,000 this year. This is great. I'm happy, but it's actually $30,000 less than last year. I made $12K per month or $140,000 in 2021. It was easier to make money last year when everything was going up, but obviously much harder for me when things are going down. Third source of income, Realtor income. I'm a part-time real estate agent. I used to get most of my clients from my accounting job, but now I've actually been getting most of my clients from YouTube, just subscribers reaching out to me. So that's been pretty great. Sadly, I did not do as well this year. Less than half of my 2021 income at $70,000 or $5,800 a month. 2022 was the first year my realtor income went down. It's actually down by 50%. It is to be expected. Rates are rising. Total sales are down over 50%, so it only makes sense my income drops as well. It's part of the reason I've never gotten into real estate full time. It was just too good to be true. I couldn't trust the Toronto real estate frenzy to last forever. Fourth source of income. This is where the numbers drop dramatically. Rental income. I started buying rental properties in 2011 where housing prices were much cheaper. I usually aim for a detached house with a separate basement apartment just to get 2 tenants in there. I'm currently at $1,500 per month, which is great. This hasn't gone down, but once I renew my mortgages, I feel this will go down to about $750 per month. I renew my mortgages in 2023 and 2024. Fifth source of income, this is probably the most passive and I spend the least effort maintaining, dividend income. I don't actually use any of this income, it's all reinvested, but I will be counting it as income for the purposes of this video. My RSP is around $375,000, which is down a lot in 2022. 40% of my portfolio is dividend stocks earning 6% per year. So I'm at a very cool $750 per month in dividend income. Sixth source of income, sponsor revenue. I get 10 emails a week from companies asking to pay for a sponsored video. For the ones willing to pay, I'll spend some time using their services or their platform to see if it's legit and if it's worth advertising or making a video. While this has gone down as well, meaning the number of sponsors willing to pay has almost disappeared, but I still had 2 sponsored videos in 2022. I charge $4,000 per dedicated video, which equates to about $666 per month. But again, it's just 2 videos spread out in a year. Seventh source of income, course revenue. I created a course called Canadian Finance Pro. It's all about personal finance, credit, budgeting, investing, taxes. Launched in May 2022, so I don't have a full year of data yet, but my first month was 10K. And I was hoping to keep that going, but I clearly don't know how to advertise. So the revenue has gone down. My current income is about $600 per month on the course. I'm pretty upset at the performance. I spent so much time creating it and updating it, and I continue to make more content. So $600 per month is just not cutting it. I'm hoping to learn how to advertise and to move it up this list for next year. Eighth on the list, ad revenue from this YouTube channel. The decrease in revenue source was my biggest disappointment. I went from 1,000 per month with just 10,000 subs to a very, very sad 332 per month with 17,000 subs. I have no idea what happened, but my views and income have taken a huge hit. And it sucks because of the amount of time and effort I put into this channel. I think around 80 hours per month. Ninth source of income, affiliate revenue. I'm actually earning $300 per month from just affiliate links. I'm earning around $100 per month from Questrade, which is down around 75% from last year because they changed something or they realized we just have no recourse if they change the program on us. And $200 per month on interactive brokers. This is actually my favorite because I make money when someone just clicks on the link. They don't even have to sign up. For Questrade, you sign up and I get a percentage of your trades, which is cool. But for interactive brokers, you just click on the link and the link would pay. And I love it because there's no obligation for the viewer to sign up. 10th on the list, Discord server. I get so many questions around options trading, I just can't keep up. And I'm also unable to film my trades and release the videos in a timely manner. So I decided to launch a paid Discord server where I can instantly snap a pic of my trade or live chat with anyone making trades and want some help. I actually like the small community I built. There are currently 77 members. 18 of them have lifetime access because they purchased the course, but around 59 paying members at a very respectable $5 per month. So I earn $295 per month from the Discord server. 11th on the list is staking, which is basically lending my Ethereum out. In return, I make like 4% per year. I'm making around 233 per month, but this fluctuates. I have 42 Ethereum earned from my mining rigs and personal purchases. I stake all my Ethereum to earn additional income, hoping Ethereum will eventually go back up. Last on the list, mining cryptocurrency. I have mining rigs with NVIDIA 3070s. I was making $1,500 per month at one point in Ethereum earlier in the year, but ever since it went to proof of stake instead of proof of work, the mining income has dropped dramatically. I've been switching out and trying different types of coins to mine to see which one is the most profitable. I'm currently making $125 per month on mining income. That's it for this video, very short. Hopefully it helps, hopefully it gives you some motivation. Not all of them are passive. Some of them are very, very active, which is fine. It's just part of the game. Keep in mind, a lot of these are related to my YouTube channel, so not everyone can mimic, but you can start if you want. You don't have to be an expert. I'm not an expert, but people might want to follow your journey if they feel like they're in the same situation, and maybe you can make better videos. Also, the options trading and the RSP are from 10 years of investing in building. So if you started now, it would take a few years to build up the revenue to something meaningful. But the important thing is start now. You're going to be alive for the next 10 years. Might as well build additional sources of income. So eventually you'll be at 1,000 per month, maybe even 10,000 per month if you're lucky and if you're good at it. Am I thinking of adding additional sources of income next year? Right now, no. I'm not really sure what else to do. Part of me wants to open more businesses because I like being busy, but I don't know how to convince a bank to give me more money. I have too much debt with the properties I have, but I want to open a coffee shop downtown and I want to open a 24-hour gym downtown as well. The coffee shop is easier and cheaper to start, but the income might not be as high. The gym is super expensive and buying all the equipment and finding a decently sized space downtown would be more difficult. It's just more complicated, but I think the income would be amazing since I believe the statistic is 60% of gym members don't use the facilities. So it might be a decent way to get passive income. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching and tune into the next one.